Hey, what's up, everybody? I got a late video coming out to you. I chickened out. I'm not gonna give you my actor's warm-up video yet. I've decided I'm gonna sit down, try to do like a little bit of a cleaner one, less rushed one. Keep an eye out for that. But for now, this is a quick video. I sat down after a bunch of my rest of my work today. What we did was we got a chance to get our Expo Go app running and got the basic development set up. I don't remember any of what I knew from React Native back in the day, so I got to really like reacquaint myself with that stuff. But the things that I identified as my next steps was to put together a bit of a component hierarchy for the different mock-ups, different screens that I have planned out for this mini golf scorekeeper app that I want to build. So that's what I did today. I sat down and just kind of put down a component hierarchy. As far as naming conventions and like how I used to name stuff when developing mobile apps, I can't really recall that completely. So I just went ahead and put something in there, maybe as a placeholder, maybe something that'll change later on. I don't think it matters that much because it's not like I'm actively developing or coding in this very moment. But I want to show that to you all really, really quick. What I have here is the main screen right here. These are all the mockups. We'll just go through it one by one. And we got the title screen right here, and you can just see this banner, subtext. This is the credit text right here, banner, main text, subtext, credit text right here. Then we got the start button and settings button side by side right here. I don't know if I was going to put this into its own thing. I don't remember how that worked. Then we come down here quickly to the number of players screen. We got this top navigation bar that's going to be something that you constantly see throughout this app. And that's comprised of the back button, the title bar, and the info switcher button, something I renamed at the end of it. Uh, and then we got the main display screen right here. We got the big up arrow, big number box, big down arrow. Just trying to be, for me, this trying to be descriptive on what it is so that I just immediately know what it is when I'm seeing it in text format. We got the bottom navigation bar, and we got the next button right there. So move on over to the player info screen right here. And you can see again, top navigation bar, same set of information. Whether the info switcher button displays anything is just a function of the button itself, so we don't really concern ourselves too much with that. But then if you look right here, we got the main display screen again. This time it contains the player data display panel, has the selected icon, whatever icon's been selected here on the screen, and the player name text box as well, the player name contained inside. Following that, we got the player data selection panel, the emoji slider bar, right? I don't know if there's a name for that, like a name that's more commonly used, but that's just what I wanted to put up there. Emoji slider bar. We got the emoji box, or emoji box right here. I don't know. Again, like I said, kind of hung up on um, how I used to label those kind of things, and when I do the component hierarchy breakdown. But then below that, we have the color selection panel and color box as well. And then we got the bottom nav panel, bottom navigation panel. We got the next button right there. Again, I think these components, like the button components, I remember writing like components, like a button component, and then I just reuse that for everything. So I think um, I'm making too much. I'm being too repetitive in some sections. Like a lot of these buttons are the same button. We just change the purpose for it. We load up a different function if I remember correctly. But since I don't remember the details too much, and I know that React Native has changed over the last 5 years, rather than make a bunch of assumptions before I reacquaint myself with the programming language and all that kind of stuff, I just thought I would do it this way, and then refine it and clean it up at a later time. Again, we come down here. We're at the info scene, right? Enter whole info screen. I'm sorry. We got the top navigation bar again, of course. And then if you come down here with the secondary display screen, I think we could also do the same thing, like just change the size. But since I'm just trying to, I don't know, how do I say this? Simplify it. I'm going to just make it more complicated by adding more components. We're just going to go with that. And once I get more acquainted or reacquainted with React Native, I feel like I'll be able to make a more firmer, more smart decision when that time comes. But if you look right here, you got the whole text, parse settings box. I just put this into its, collective thing. We got a parse text box right here. The control panel with the up arrow, number text box, down arrow. Again, same thing. Could possibly just have something that's similar and used throughout. So there's a lot of refactoring I could probably right. You got the secondary bottom navigation panel contains the last whole button check mark box. last whole text, and then we have a settings button and whole info next button. I realize that this is actually in the incorrect location. These need to be down, moved up by one right over. So I'll fix that after done. We move on to the player selection screen right here. And if you look right here, you got the same top navigation bar. And then you just have the main display screen. And then I remembered some stuff. Player card. Yeah, I only list one, right? It's a player card, and then it repeats and populates itself through, from a database, right? Whatever database that we're using. I don't know what I wrote down in the README, um, you know, years ago when I first put this all together. But there's that whole player card. Then we have the player icon, player name that comprises that player card, and populates all the way down. Move on to this player action screen right here, and same thing again, same thing right here. Like I said, we're gonna see that throughout. You got the main display screen, but now it contains a player title card. I should probably have included the icon and name as well in there. And then we got the stroke data panel, and inside that contains a big up arrow. Then we got the stroke buttons panel. I didn't really know what to do with this or how to organize that, so I thought about how things kind of arrange themselves, or how you have to arrange them when building in React Native and React and that kind of stuff. And I thought this might be easier to group these three items together, um, as a when trying to align everything and that kind of stuff. So that's a bar button, big number box, and the OK button. Then we got the big down arrow right here. And then we got the settings buttons right here, and then we got the bottom nav with hole-in-one button. We got this winner screen right here. We got the top nav bar, of course, and then but in the secondary display screen, again, same as that other side, secondary display screen. We got the winner text box, name of winner, winning text, icon of winner, as the components that we're using there. Then we got the secondary bottom nav bar with rematch button. We come down here to the final two screens, the leaderboard, and then same thing as up above with the character names or the player names. We have leaderboard card right here, leaderboard name and score, and that just populates from a database. And then of course we have the bottom nav settings. The idea is that when you click this button, it goes between whatever is the active screen, whatever stage of the gameplay you're at, and goes between that, the leaderboard, and the scoreboard. Keep hitting it and just cycles through those three screens every single time, no matter what. It remembers where you're at within the user flow, the game flow, or whatever. Come down to the scoreboard. This looked initially felt pretty complicated, but when I look at it, when I started to break it down, it started to feel a little bit better. It's almost like the prior screens were a little bit of a rehash to help me remember how to do component hierarchies and that kind of stuff. So again, top navigation bar, info switcher button, all that kind of stuff. Then in the main display screen, we got the scoreboard panel, and these are supposed to be up one. Obviously, I'm seeing that now. I've got to fix that as well. And you got the whole info row. Sorry, we got the player scoreboard row, and then inside of that we have these elements or these components. All right, folks. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you. I do apologize. I know that some of the audio was a little messed up there. I'm still trying to fix it. I'm not an audio engineer. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. I think I've identified what it is. So hopefully, that'll be a little bit more improved on later videos and that kind of stuff. But till then, folks, please have a lovely rest of your evening for whatever little we have left. And yeah, enjoy your Friday. See you then.